Good morning. Welcome to Sunup. I'm Austin Moore. Today we begin with a question from Facebook, where a viewer recently asked if the drought had contributed to an increase in sandburrs. For the answer, we turn to Sunup's resident weed expert, Angela Post.
Sandbur does have some drought tolerance, so it's going to continue. Last year in our drought and the year before, we still had sandbur seed production in those years, whereas some of our other weeds maybe didn't quite make it. So we still have additions to the seed bank during those 2 years, and that's going to hit us hard this year.
Post says the first line of defense is proper fertility, correct pH, and avoiding overgrazing. Also important, dormant season tillage and controlled burns.
What that does is actually stimulates germination of sandbur, so it will destroy some seed, but what we really want to do is stimulate germination of a lot of the seed bank at one time, and that way we can come back in with a post-emergent application and control that more effectively and get more of that out of the seed bank. So in pasture and range, we really only have 4 labeled products for sandbur control. Our pre-emergent product, which is a perfect time to put that down right now, is Prowl, and that would go out and that's going to control any sandbur that has not emerged. It will not control emerged sandbur. So if you have areas of bare ground where sandbur has already come up, that's not going to be an effective product for you. For post-emergent timing, we have 3 products labeled. One of those is glyphosate. That's going to be put out at 11 ounces per acre, and you typically want to apply that after the first hay cutting. And then you're going to have a 28-day grazing restriction or a haying restriction on that. The other 2 products are Pastora and Plateau. And Pastora goes out at 1 to 1.5 ounces per acre, and that product is going to have a longer grazing and haying restriction. And it also can go out now or just after emergence of sandbur when they're 1 to 1.5 inches tall. It also can go out after the first hay cutting. And our final product is Plateau. It's not used as often. It is quite effective for sandbur, but it does tend to set our Bermuda grass back by 30 to 45 days. So we can have a decrease in forage with use of Plateau. That one goes out at 4 to 12 ounces per acre.
Post also gave us an update on weeds in wheat and canola.
So right now in wheat, many parts of Oklahoma have already started to see first hollow stem and jointing. And so that's a prime time where we need to stop some of our ALS herbicide applications for grass weeds so that we don't cause injury to our wheat harvest. So we do have several broadleaf products that are still available that you can apply up through the boot stage, and those would include things like Buckterol, Stinger, and Harmony, and those are going to be more effective for your broadleaf weed control. For grass weeds, we really are left at this point if you're past jointing with Axial, and that would be effective for Italian ryegrass if you're struggling with that still. Right now in canola, I'm struggling mostly with broadleaves, and you have time obviously to get an additional Roundup applications out. Many people are going out right now with a Roundup application if you have Roundup Ready canola. In conventional canola, the only real product you have available for broadleaves is going to be Stinger, and it should be effective on many of those broadleaves. Just use an appropriate surfactant and appropriate amounts of AMS if you're going to be going out with that now.
If you'd like to learn more about weeds and weed control, you'll find a link to Post's Weed Science page on our website, sunup.okstate.edu.